1640, Anamabu in the central region of Ghana has been the location of European trading posts, castles, or forts. We are entering one of the chambers used as a dungeon to hold women and children. In 1739, the young Brotierfero was brought and put in one of these chambers. One day, the slaves were led from the chamber across the courtyard to the sale room. The large steps on the left were for the buyers and the officers, and the smaller steps on the right were for the slaves. Once in the sale room, the slave was put up on the platform and sold. After he was sold, he would be taken down and taken back across the courtyard to the passage on the left. This passage leads down to what is called the door of no return. This would have been the last walk a slave would have made before leaving Africa. When they come out of the door of no return, there's a stone walkway down to the beach where canoes are waiting to carry the slaves out to the waiting European slave ships past the breakers.
Told me those rocks are sacred.
Yes, this one.
This one.
It was upon this one that the village was founded.
I am about to take a canoe ride, very similar to the ride that Venture took, his last thing in Africa. The Anamabu fishermen are famous up and down the coast of Africa. They take these wooden canoes, the smaller ones like this or the larger ones, and in the large ones they go up and down the coast of Africa for a month fishing. There is virtually no difference from this canoe and the one Venture would have been rowed out past the breakers to the waiting ship, the Charming Susanna. It is estimated that 466,000 Africans passed through the port of Anamabu to the Middle Passage to the West Indies and the Americas. Anamabu started out as a provisioning port. It had a great supply inland of fresh water and a large crop area for maize and corn. In the late 17th century, it began selling slaves also and became the 7th largest embarkation port in Africa to the Middle Passage to the Americas. The canoe ride I'm taking is identical to the ride Gautier took in 1739. The last things he saw were the fort getting smaller and smaller and the palm trees disappearing in the background until the canoe arrived out past the breakers at the ship, the Charming Susanna, where Gautier was sold and became a commodity known as Venture, and then went across the Middle Passage to Barbados and up to Rhode Island, where he spent 26 years before he was able to regain his freedom. This is his last view of Africa.